and I know they're not going away anytime soon. But there are way too many people out there drinking the proverbial Kool-Aid talking about,
why are you complaining about a free game?
this video is mainly about the rough launch of Skate, but I'm really talking about a bigger issue. The most egregious invention in modern gaming. Now let's get to the point, but first, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, do all the things that appease the skateboarding gods. Because I'm not complaining about a free game, and I haven't seen many skate content creators that are complaining about the game. The game is great. Sure, it's missing some tricks, but I'm confident those will get patched in. The map might be kind of mid right now, but I think it could grow into something that's as iconic as Port Carverton. The problem isn't that it's a live service game, because I think that really works for a skate game. Skateboarding is getting together with your friends and going to a local spot and just chilling. That's what skateboard culture was built on. So in my opinion, I think it works great with a live service game. And I wouldn't even complain about it if it was finished. And yeah, before you say it's in early access, let me remind you that there was 5 years between Skate 1, 2, and 3. They've had time. So no, I'm not accepting early access as an excuse. It's unfinished. Because they clearly built an addiction machine first and a skateboarding game second. And maybe you're thinking, the loot crates aren't that bad, but you're probably a conscious, consenting adult. You and I aren't their target. They're going after the young and impressionable. Kids are significantly more susceptible to the marketing tactics that they're using. They don't have the life experience to recognize the manipulation, the pressure, the manufactured FOMO, the completely arbitrary rarity of these items. All of it is engineered to pull kids in because their impulse control and their decision-making skills aren't fully developed yet. Corporations know this, and they literally bank on it. Look, Skate 3 fans have been waiting for this game for a long time. And if you think of it like this, it's as if we were promised an oceanside mansion. They finally gave us the keys, and we come in, and it's infested with bed bugs, roaches, your mom's living there, and you're like, okay, well maybe we'll just visit during the holidays. And then you visit during the holidays, and the park looks like it's made by AI, and you only get some stupid sweater. Okay, let's get back to the point. And I've been speaking into an electric razor this whole time. I don't even know why I'm lying to you. Question everything. Look, you have to understand how loot boxes work. They work exactly like slot machines. Your brain is not reacting to the item that you get, but it's reacting to the anticipation of getting an item. It's called a variable reward system in corporate speak, and it's one of the most addictive reinforcement loops in all of psychology. The gaming industry learned this years ago and realized that gamers, their market, are the perfect target. Unlike movies or TV series, games require the interaction. So you open a box, you might not get the thing that you want, and then your brain goes, okay, but one more. But look at the bigger picture and think about how ridiculous that is. Look at Skate 1 through 3. You chose exactly what you wanted. Clothes, boards, trucks, wheels. You selected the thing you want and you unlocked it. No middleman, no RNG, no hoops, no gambling. The idea that you should open multiple loot boxes to maybe get the one item that you would actually use should be mocked for being as ridiculous as it is. We can't just shrug it off like, oh, this is just how games are now, because it doesn't have to be. I've played every Skate. Even when I switched from Xbox to PlayStation, I bought Skate 3 again, and all the DLC again. They got my money. Skate fans are willing to spend money. That's never been the issue. The problem is that the game is trying to be everything other than itself. We got a half-finished Skate 4 with Fortnite avatars. We got 4 different currencies at one time, but most of the shop uses currency that you can't earn by actually skating. I'm over 150 hours into the game. I am sitting at 27,255 rip chips, 14,575 ticks, with nothing to spend those on. Meanwhile, I have 750 San Van bucks that I got from the Skate Pass and the Apology update after Skate-A-Ween. And guess what currency the shop mostly uses? Yeah. I've seen 0 missions that actually reward you with San Van bucks. And a couple people in some comments said they earned Skate Pass Premium by only skating and doing challenges. And I'm calling cap on that. But hey, if someone can prove me wrong or explain how that's possible, please let me know in the comments. I don't blame the devs for Skate. And like I said, the mechanics we do have are buttery smooth. I think the problem is with the corpos at the top. I get that games cost money and resources, but pushing this model on a franchise that was built on counterculture was the wrong move. I don't have a perfect solution except that I personally will not spend a dime on this game. especially in a completely unfinished state, at least until it feels worth it. Because I do want to support these devs. There is a good game at the core. Another idea was that I think that any game with loot box mechanics should be rated M or AO, because those are the people that can make informed decisions. So far, the most fun I've had in this game has been squatting up with my homies, playing our own version of Skate, making up our own challenges, and just exploring the city and seeing what we can do with different spots. The real reward in skateboarding has always been the trial and error. When you can take a trick from concept, try it over and over again, and then finally land it, there is no better feeling in real life or in game. It's like seeing a spot and skating it in your way. No two skaters skate a spot the same way. The rewards shouldn't come from loot boxes or the completely arbitrary rarity of these items. The reward should come from the skateboarding itself. So I'm not exactly telling you how to play or what to do, but I think this information is important and not enough people know it. I have high hopes that this game will last and will become what the core audience always wanted. And I think that it'll happen. But it can't happen if we keep making excuses like, oh, it's in early access, or writing off every criticism as, oh, you're just complaining about a free game. Because that's not what it's about. It's about the corporate greed that has been killing every industry. All I can do really at this point is encourage you to stay real, question everything, and I'll see you in the next video.